just doesn't work. You're not going to be able to join business down there.
Once again, Frank, we're not limiting any parking. It's there. The parking is there regardless.
No, sir.
Regardless.
No, sir. It's public now. It will become private.
That is between you and your neighbors.
That's fine.
If you guys
That's
can't
fine.
come to an agreement, that's not the village's problem.
I'm not saying it's the village's problem. I'm just saying that there's the potential for that to be cut off to the public.
That would be too bad.
It would. If you have someone, if you have someone within that business community that would think that way, then I'm pretty well shocked, because he's not looking at the best interest of the village and the revitalization. He or she. Okay?
Not necessarily.
You can't have the book. You know what? It's an agreement. It's a contract, lease, whatever you want to call it. You folks deal in leases all the time. Sometimes you elect to go with them. Sometimes you elect not to go with them. It depends on the situation.
Listen, let me be honest with you.
Let me finish. Let me finish. And I respect what you're saying.
Getting out of track here. Do you realize the ramifications should the parking lot, hypothetically, be shut off? We have a large membership. We have parties, whatever, and I have one way out the back door and one way out the front door. Should the parking lot be shut off to me? Because we don't own anything out there. We have nothing. We just have to shut the back door, haul everything through the front door, and that means all our deliveries, our garbage will have to go out, just like he said, and sit on the front out there to be picked up, because we have no choice. Simple as that. And we have a large membership. Large membership. Where are we going to park them? You won't have a spot downtown. If we have a party, there's going to be no parking. We have limited parking now back there.
It would shock me that someone would do that to the Anvets.
Don't be surprised. That's all I'm going to tell
I
you.
just said it would shock me.
Well, you might get an awful shock.
Okay. Let me.
But anyway,
let me say this.
It's a very own world-class gym.
Yeah.
And I mean, there is liability issues on the parking, to my point. Because if, say, somebody crosses my property, you got 6 businesses on the other side of me that I own property. They use my property. The village uses my property. The fire station, out back. The parking down there is mine. You own some of it, where the hill is, but if you look at the map, you'll see where I own to the fire station, to the river, the barbecue pit, the building down there was barbecue pit, and the building down there was put down there without my permission. You already aware of that. You guys use it.
Well, the volunteers use it.
The village is own village, right?
The volunteers.
Village owns the fire department.
No.
Am I right?
No.
No.
Volunteers.
Okay.
We contract services with the volunteers. That's their coop, that's their building, and they did not do it maliciously.
Okay.
They contacted the code enforcement officer, thought it was on village property, so it was not with.
Yeah, well,
malicious intent.
in the lease, if you read the lease, it says I'm supposed to be notified in writing before anybody puts anything on my property.
Right. Well, that's, you don't have.
And that, it didn't happen.
You don't have an argument here with the village on that.
Okay.
That's the volunteers.
Well, all right. Okay. Well, then I just would have to talk about closing the parking lot off. I would have to close the beginning of the parking and down to the fire station, because now I have to assume a liability on 6 businesses by myself.
Right. But yet you put that on the backs of the village of Massena and the residents. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
No.
you know,
Excuse me. Is that what you're saying? With you not taking the liability on your own property, you would put that on the backs of the residents
I'm
of
doing it
the
for
community.
46 years.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, you guys have been doing it
Okay,
for 46 years, right?
So, just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, okay, so the fire department uses my parking. Somebody slips and falls, I guess I'm going to be liable for it. So I guess I have to put something up there